Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 ends sooner than you might think on June the 8th, 2021, and with that said, we're going to be seeing on that same day at the start of Chapter 2 Season 7, and to put in perspective how far Fortnite's come not only in terms of the seasons that we've seen progress, but the storyline, believe it or not today, May the 9th, 2021 marks the 2-year anniversary of the release since Season 9 of Chapter 1. As things are brewing up in the storyline now and we're revealed to the leader of the 7 being the Foundation, but not what's next to come for him in terms of, well, consequences of being swallowed up by the Spire, I figured in today's video, as you can see by the title, we go over everything Season 7, so make sure of course you're sticking around and watching the full video. And believe it or not, a lot of this was leaked from documentation that accidentally went public about the Apple vs Epic trial that was meant to be confidential. Do me a very small favour before we go any further, however, and hit that like button right now in the next 5 seconds if you think Epic Games should release the Foundation skin for free alongside Neymar Jr. this season. And make sure you hit that big red button to subscribe to the channel, considering 70% of all eyes watching on screen right now haven't. After all, subscribing can only benefit you, considering, yeah, we give back to our subscribers by gifting 5 of them every day on this channel. And speaking of gifts, what we get from the item shop anyways or sent to other people, if you happen to pick up anything for yourself, of course, make sure you're rocking the shortest, easiest and most memorable code to enter inside of here, YTFM. As an Epic partner, it greatly supports the channel, and if you use my code, unlike other YouTubers, I'll be hearting a ton of comments that let me know they are. And don't forget to include your Epic Games ID too, because I'm going to be adding a ton of you guys who are actually supporting me on the channel. But better yet, your hearted comment could then be showcased on screen like these 6 guys in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the very next video I post on the channel. But speaking of being showcased on screen instead of the hearted comments, however, you have a chance of being gifted if you're subscribed to the channel with all notifications turned on and then comment your Epic Games ID down below. And let's just say when Season 7 releases, this is going to be tons, if not hundreds, of the Season 7 Battle Pass. But with that said, considering there's so much information today, let's hop into a game, not waste any more time, and tell you guys about everything you need to know Season 7. Okay, so the first thing to mention is, yes, this isn't live, considering I feel like I need to write my thoughts together, considering there's so much information literally to present you guys. But with that said, the first topic we're going to be hopping into is, yes, of course, it will be starting Chapter 2 Season 7 on the 8th of June 2021. I highly doubt this will be getting extended, considering Epic for the past few seasons of Chapter 2 anyways, considering the first 2 were kind of all over the place in terms of getting extended, have obviously stuck to the exact date portrayed since day 1 on the Battle Pass itself, and I think honestly this leaves a lot more hype for the season when everybody knows for definite it's going to be starting on said date without moving it anywhere. And if it were to get extended because of anything, this trial between Apple and Epic Games would have definitely pushed it back, and this would have been publicly known to us, the Fortnite community, considering the trial was public and we could listen in, but this hasn't been the case, and the trial, well, is coming to a closure, with Epic Games hopefully in favour and winning in time to return for Chapter 2 Season 7 itself on mobile devices belonging to iOS. And as we're only set to see 2 more updates, with 16.40 being on the staging servers and then 16.50 yet to roll around before 17.00, with them scheduling ahead and probably having a live event or event play out like the 0 Point finale did last season, or should I say the start of this season. This again was probably done because of the trial between Apple and Epic Games needing their entire focus and energy surrounding it to make sure they succeed as likely as possible anyways. And speaking of the trial itself, within it, like I mentioned or teased at the start of the video, there's been tons of documents leaked about upcoming collaborations that perhaps either won't be releasing for a long time or could be in Chapter 2 Season 7 as it makes sense. This first piece of documentation right here shows the Fortnite Q3 and Q4 key beats, obviously what was meant to release last year in 2020. As you can see clearly on here, there's things that have happened and haven't happened, such as the LeBron Icon Series outfit, which we're going to be diving into more so in a second. But more interestingly, this season's secret or mystery reward set and skin. Of course, what I'm talking about being Neymar Jr., so does this mean if LeBron was an idea, he could be the next mystery skin in the following season, considering we've seen Neymar now being an icon himself? After all, it would make sense considering Epic Games have expanded their horizon, and obviously despite implementing Battle Royale as an external game mode to actually, fighting it out into Battle Royale or creating something in creative. And we not only know this due to the huge sandbox mode or part of Fortnite that they're developing right now, hopefully releasing in Season 7 at the start of it anyways, but also because of the fact within this sandbox mode, one of the modes or activities that we know we can do due to this Apple vs Epic court hearing and the documents leaked is basketball. As you can see on screen right now, this is the first official image of what this would look like, with a ton of new mechanics and obviously character positioning and movements. And despite people thinking Chapter 2 Season 6 is kinda dry, this really does just show that, yep, they're not giving up on Fortnite, if anything, trying to make it bigger than it ever has been. And of course it goes without saying, LeBron being one of the most notorious basketball players in the world, yeah, he's a basketball player, so with this releasing perhaps in Season 7, maybe he could too, I don't know. It's for certain one of the skins we know is upcoming, whether it's released in Season 7 or after or even in the Season 7 Battle Pass, is an anime collaboration, believe it or not, considering Epic Games have been building up to this by releasing a ton of their own designed anime-themed skins, and you may have already seen videos targeting this particular subject in itself singularly across YouTube, that being Fortnite x Naruto. According to Hypex, this was planned to be released in Season 5, a Naruto collaboration, perhaps even being the secret or integrated Battle Pass skin that we eventually unlock like halfway through the season, but again, for whatever reason it either got pushed back, cancelled, or something came up in the pipeline to actually make this not be, and yeah, instead, well, we got Predator. In terms of other collaborations that these documents in the trial itself revealed that were meant for attorneys' eyes only involved The Rock, which many people speculate to actually be voicing and under the Foundation's mask, believe it or not, due to so many resemblances of the character's build and the tattoos matching up to the Foundation's design of suit. Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games, so a Fortnite x Hunger Games collaboration. John McClane from Die Hard, and then we have the Bride from Kill Bill, and even Samus. But it doesn't stop there in terms of cancelled or prolonged integrations or collaborations in terms of spreading Fortnite's reach, as they've been paying attention to, well, the impact of Travis Scott appearing in Fortnite, not just for the concert and the numbers that pulled, but even everybody wanting the skin to return. Drop a like in the video right now if you want Travis Scott to return within the next week. I mean, we've had so many speculated dates by now, surely it's going to come back soon. And yeah, the artists in mention that Epic Games wanted to replicate this kind of reach or success or buzz around Fortnite was Ariana Grande in October of 2020, and then in December, Lady Gaga. It goes without saying that both of these artists, whether you like them or not, have such an influence in the world, not just across social media, but obviously too they have a huge social media following and a lot of very strong fans. I can definitely see Ariana Grande coming true in terms of not only a concert but a skin, as Denny, somebody over on Twitter who designs Fortnite skins and works for Top 5 Gaming, not only has had a ton of concept sport off him, such as the most recent Isabelle skin that everybody really liked, but it goes without saying that yeah, he's not only an amazing artist but a huge Ariana Grande fan and has created a ton of interesting and very popular Ariana Grande skin design concepts. Honestly, Epic Games just need to hire this guy already, he's so talented. After all, the Travis Scott Astronomical event was that in itself, astronomical in terms of, well, what records it broke, as there were a ton, and it goes without saying with the following or awareness of these two artists, it's very possible to replicate this success again in Fortnite. In terms of moving on, specifically targeting Season 7, however, as I previously mentioned earlier, in terms of the event actually starting up the season, it could be very similar to the Zero Crisis finale, where at the end of Season 6 in the last week or so, Epic Games notify people across their social media, especially Twitter, that yes, something is going to be happening, and basically hyping it up or teasing with an image inside of an article explaining everything. This of course would then lead developments to happen to the Spire in the last week anyways, considering we haven't really seen much happen here despite Boss Raz replace the mythic boss that once was anyways Spire Assassin, and this could show the recontainment or even destabilization further of the 0 point, with more light further emitted out of these kind of cracks in the Spire that's actually surrounding it that looks like a chocolate orange. If you live in the UK anyways, you'll understand this reference, but yeah, here's a comparison of the Spire and a chocolate orange on screen right now. And don't forget, as more releases in terms of the Batman 0 point comic book issues, as we're literally about to see the second one, if not have, and then moving on to the third, these are going to be portraying furthermore what's going to be upcoming in the storyline, as Donald Mustard stated, the CCO of Epic Games that makes a ton of decisions with the direction of Fortnite's lore, that this definitely would be the case. That's of course an added bonus too, despite all of the free rewards inside here that we can get a code for, whether digital or physical, of which are on screen right now but shown in item shop format, considering they're all going to be coming to the item shop at some point if already have. And considering the Foundation is a skin currently in the files that data miners have managed to find and actually reveal through its description, yes, he is the leader of the 7. As we have no word now on when this will be releasing, it could very well be contained in the next season Battle Pass, if not one after, but it would make perfect sense, right, for this member of the 7, the leader, to be releasing in Season 7, kind of like the 7th season. And who knows, cause of this 7 theme that potentially can be anyways, we could get revealed to the remaining members being, despite him, 3 more that we don't know of. Whether these are in the Battle Pass, whether they're attached to it somehow in terms of unlocks at a further date for reaching a certain level, or even rotate throughout the item shop, we're yet to know, but we know all the possibilities. And speaking of the Battle Pass itself, it's obvious by now that we're going to be seeing 100 levels with rewards attached, obviously, that we can actually visibly see anyways, and after that there's unlockable selectable stars for the Battle Pass skins like we see for these this season season, going all the way up, I believe, to level 225 for the Golden Spire Assassin. And the best part about the Battle Pass itself is not only now with the release of the May Crew Pack granting us Save the World for the first time ever, do we have an opportunity to earn V-Bucks for completing quests within Save the World to then get, well, the Battle Pass for Season 7 potentially for free if we save up 950, but within each Battle Pass itself, at least around 20 or 21% of the rewards are actually free between level 1 and 100. Here is an example now of Chapter 2 Season 5, and obviously the current season right now, Chapter 2 Season 6. Just look how many cool and interesting, diversified amount of items are actually free. They're also spread evenly between level 1 and 100, so yep, if you can't even buy or be gifted the Battle Pass, the grind momentum or incentive is still there. In terms of the types of cosmetics or the amounts that there will be, I will do some research and put the amounts on screen right now for each individual category, like outfits, bat blinks, pickaxes, loading screens, emotes, you name it, all the lots. And yeah, based off this research, we can definitely expect to see something similar in Chapter 2 Season 7 based off the prior Chapter 2 Battle Passes that have released for all the seasons that have. And I almost forgot to mention too, you know how we have the Batman Zero bundle? Well, this isn't the armoured Batman 0 point skin that we're going to be receiving for collecting all 6 of the comic book issues according to Epic Games. Here is an early concept that, yep, got leaked again in the Apple vs Epic Games trial. Sadly, however, this won't be exclusive to comic book collectors or owners or people who've actually got a code out of one, considering, yep, they stated it will be coming to the item shop alongside all these other DC cosmetics at some point from the comic books. But with that said, so far, that's everything that we know of currently about Chapter 2 Season 7, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know you did by slapping a like in it down below, and if you aren't subscribed already to the channel, make sure to hit that big red button, turn on all notifications, as 70% of you at least haven't done that. Also, if you missed any of the previous videos on the channel, feel free to click one of these right now, as I guarantee you guys will enjoy them. Just give them a chance if you haven't seen one of them at least. But speaking of other videos, more importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes, you, the individual watching right now, in the very next video I post on the channel.